सरस्वत्यै नमः श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ओम. Start the Hridaya Nyasa. Om Namo Bhaktirikebhyo Devadhagam Hridayebhyah Hridayaya Namaha. Ganapatebhyascha Vo Namaha. Pristhaya Namaha. Om Namastakshabhyo Rathakarebhyascha Vo Namaha. Takshabhyan Namaha. Om Namo Hiranyavahave Senanye Dishanchapataye Namaha. Parshvabhyan Namaha. Om Vijandhanakapardino Vishalyo Manavagam Uta Anesannasyeshava Abhurasya Nishangatihi. Jataraya Namaha. Om Hiranyagarbhasama Vartatadhe Bhutasya Dhyatah Patireka Asit Sadadhara Prithivi Yamute Mam Kasmai. Totally off. Focus. Look at the mantra and chant properly. Look at the mantra. Chant properly. Om Hiranyagarbhasamavartatagre Bhutasya Jatah Patireka Asit Sadadhara Prithivi Yamute Mam Kasmai Devaya Havisha Vidhema Nabhyai Namaha. Some people are chanting totally off, not pronouncing properly. Please focus, concentrate, look at the words properly. If you put the mic in between, it will pick up either's voice. Either you decide you keep it or you give it to him. What are you doing? What? Yeah, give that to him and you take this mic. Yeah, because, yeah, that's fine. Okay. Sarga chadu. Mic mundunte mic, if you have mic in front of you, you have to chant correctly because your voice is heard clearly. Okay, sariyappudu. Yes, okay. Hiranyagarbhasamavartatagre. Hiranyagarbhasamavartatagre Bhutasya Jatah Patireka Asit Sadadhara Prithivim Vyamute Mam Kasmai Devaya Havisha Vidhema. Perfect. Nabhyai Namaha. Perfect. You want to hear only him chanting? Yeah. Listen to him chant. How is chanting? Okay. Om Hiranyagarbhasamavartatagre Bhutasya Jatah Patireka Asit Sadadhara Prithivim Vyamute Mam Kasmai Devaya Havisha Vidhema. Very beautiful. That's a 10-year-old chant. 10, correct?
12.
Huh?
12.
12. Oh, grow up, daddy. Okay. You have to grow a little taller. Okay. But you are always a baby for me. Huh? So yesterday he sat here for 3.5 hours and not actually four plus hours and did the Ekadash Rudra Abhishekam, not moving from his place. Huh? Do you want me to show your face to everybody? No? Okay. Very beautiful. Okay. Nabhyay Namaha. From Nabhi, now we are moving to the kaṭi. Kaṭi means waist. Waist. Okay, not waist, waist. Okay. So, mIDhuShTama Sivatama, SivaH sumanAH bhava. Did we? Yeah, Jatara Hiranyagarbha. mIDhuShTama. No, all of you.
Did you post the latest
in the Mahānyāsam?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I'm still seeing Takshabhyo repeated twice.
No, this is the one that is on the from the drive you opened it, right? Open from the drive, Tambi. Hello. Yeah.
No, uncle, I am opening from drive and I have a problem.
You are opening from drive, okay. It was posted.
It's okay. I think
corrections
we can figure
corrections
it out
were posted, so
okay.
they are on the drive. Okay.
Maybe I need to refresh.
Yeah, you have to refresh. Yeah, that's true. Okay. Om mIDhuShTama Sivatama Siva. Om
mIDhuShTama Sivatama SivaH sumanAH bhava paramE vRksha Ayudham nidhAya kRttim vasAnaH cara pinAkam bibhrat gahi.
nice.
Kaṭi namaha.
mIDhuShTama. Where is this mantra from, first of all? Huh? Huh? 10th Namakam. 10th Namakam, what mantra? 10th Namakam, 10th mantra. 10th Namakam, 10th mantra. How many ruks are there in 10th Namakam? 12. Huh? 12. How many say 12?
Yeah.
That's correct. Yes. paramE vRksha nidhAya. That mantra will also come later. mIDhuShTama. What did I say previously? The meaning of the word mIDhuShTama? mIDhuShTama means the one who continuously, unconditionally showers his blessings like a downpour of rain. That is mIDhuShTama. Yes, literally right now. Sivatama. Sivatama means the one who is supremely auspicious. And then he is also supremely propitious, blessing, Shiva. And the one who is graceful towards us with kindness of his mind, sumanAH. And that we are praying to him. Please put your Pinaka, Ayudha. And Ayudha means his weapons. What are his weapons? Rudra's weapons. We are asking him to put them on a tree, on the top of a tree, paramE vRksha, ultimate tree. Ayudham nidhAya, put them there. kRttim vasAnaH, wear your tiger skin. Take your pinAkam and be present in front of me. See how these mantras are, how powerful. That is like a prayer. So if you are only praying for God, give me your darshan, that is one meaning. But actual inner meaning is different. That you have to go to Rudra Jnana Yajna and watch the video. Okay. I'm not going to say that. Okay. Only giving the literal meaning in these Mahānyāsam classes. So now in this context, wearing the tiger skin, carrying your pinAkam just as a alankaram, insignia, like just as a symbol of your presence, not to do anything with it. Huh? Don't appear with your bow. Don't shoot, but just have it in your hand. Looks good. You will look good with your bow. Shiva appearing with a bow never happened. Who appears with a bow? Rama. But here you are saying, Achara pinAkam, bibhrat gahi, bibhrat gahi. Gahi means please be present. So this mantra, how is it connection to the Nyasa is by implication. Where do you tie your veshti?
Around your
That's why it's called waist. Veshti, waist. Arre. See, English is also funny language. It is derived from Sanskritam only. Most of them, it's derived from Parsi and Sanskritam. Most of the words. You'll be surprised. Now, I won't take the linguistics class. So that, where do you tie the tiger skin? Around the waist. It's like a veshti for him. So that waist is around the waist. Therefore, you touch your waist like this, like Panduranga. Hey, in the mother, Panduranga. Full da Panduranga, how he holds Panduranga around his waist. That is waist. Okay, one more time. Om
mIDhuShTama Sivatama Shivonas sumanAH bhava paramE vRksha Ayudham nidhAya kRttim vasAnaH cara pinAkam bibhrat gahi
kaṭi namaha. Kaṭi namaha. If you say kaṭi namaha means biting. See how I explain these meanings like this so that you will, even by mistake, you won't commit a mistake, right? If you know kaṭi namaha biting, then kaṭi namaha you have to say. Then in this, there is one phonetic you have to pay attention to, even though it is not put in this. Hey, don't shake your legs. Hey, wasting energies. Yes. Okay. Then even that I have to teach in the class. See, because you are. So people have a problem. They shake their legs like, I don't know why. Why you shake your leg? Yesterday also I was noticing. No shaking leg. Why? Shaking leg is sign of stress and you are wasting energy. Are you stressed out chanting those mantras? Okay.
Trick question.
Don't
question.
waste.
Trick question. It's a trick question.
Oh,
to
trick
have.
question. Okay. So now in this mantra, there is a phonetic thing that is missing. What is missing? Expert chanters. kRttim vasAnaH. Not kRttim vasAnaH. kRttim vasAnaH. cara pinAkam bibhrat gahi. Okay, now you want to chant with perfect phonetics.
So, Uncle, one.
It's not there, or it is there? Oh, in the drive it is there. So please open from the drive. Chaira ipude. They're saying it is there, yeah. Now in the drive it is there. So because they didn't see it, they didn't chant it. So okay, you want me to post the link on your chat? Okay, all of may be useful for you. Okay. Good. Okay. You found it? Okay, one more time. Chant the mantra. In the meantime, Om mIDhuShTama
Sivatama
Sivaha
sumanAH bhava paramE vRksha Ayudham nidhAya kRttim vasAnaH cara pinAkam bibhrat
gahi kaṭi namaha.
Uncle, one correction I think we are doing. mIDhuShTama Sivatama. People are saying Sivatama. We are
Yeah.
used to saying that.
Swara is correct, no?
Is it down or is it flat?
It has to be, Sivatama should be, Ma should be down.
Okay, then it's
Yeah.
a mistake.
Yes. Oh, why is this? Okay, I'm posting the link of the Mahānyāsam folder for all of you who wants to open in your favorite language and chant. It's there now, so you can open it from the chat. Okay. mIDhuShTama Sivatama Shivonas sumanAH bhava paramE vRksha Ayudham. That mIDhuShTama Sivatama Shivona sumana bhava. Okay.
So it's what is there is Sivatama Shivona. That's what is there in the script.
Okay. Okay, I'm wasting time with this. Okay, let's go to mIDhuShTama Sivatama Shivona sumana bhava. mIDhuShTama Sivatama Shivona sumana bhava. The Sivatama, there is no, ma doesn't have a,
Doesn't go down.
the Udattam.
Udatta.
Okay. mIDhuShTama Sivatama Shivona sumana bhava. paramE
vRksha
Ayudham
nidhAya
kRttim vasAnaH cara pinAkam bibhrat gahi. No, paramE vRksha Ayudham. paramE, like the pa is has to be little down. So mIDhuShTama Sivatama Shivona sumana bhava. Sivona sumana bhava. paramE vRksha Ayudham nidhAya kRttim vasAnaH cara pinAkam bibhrat gahi. kaṭi namaha. One more time, chant please.
Om mIDhuShTama Sivatama Shivona sumana bhava. paramE vRksha Ayudham nidhAya kRttim vasAnaH cara pinAkam bibhrat gahi. kaṭi namaha.
One more time before he pulls up the screen. Yeah, there it is. Om
mIDhuShTama Sivatama Shivona sumana bhava. paramE vRksha Ayudham nidhAya kRttim vasAnaH cara pinAkam bibhrat gahi.
Now this file has not the holdings also. You can see the holdings. Everything is there in this file. Okay. Now the next mantra you already know. E bhutanam adhipatayo. Chant Om.
Ye bhutanam adhipatayo vishikasha kapardhinaha teshagum sahasrayo jane bhadanvani tanmasi guhyāya namaha.
Now visikhasaha. That is vishi kha. Not ka. Not visika. Visika is different meaning. Vishikhasaha. One more time with proper Mahaprana pronunciation. Vishikha sah kapardinaha. Sah kapardinaha. Like that you have to chant. One more time. Om.
Ye bhutanam adhipatayo vishikasha kapardinaha teshagum sahasrayo jane bhadanvani tanmasi.
Not tanvasi. Tanmasi. Tanmasi, not tanvasi. Okay. Guhyāya namaha. Guhyā. Guhyā is the space between the two excretory organs in your body. I'll let you figure it out. I don't want to describe more than that. Okay, that is guhyā. Now, you don't necessarily need to touch that part. Even if you just mentally imagine it, that's enough. But in whatever case, from here, from kaṭi downwards, the mantras are, because they are the adho-bhaga, they're called the body parts that are below. So body is divided into three parts. From the feet to the waist is called adho-bhaga. Atho means downward body. From the kaṭi to here, to the neck where the this chakram is there.
Vishuddha.
Vishuddhi. That Vishuddhi chakra nilaya. So that Vishuddha is the Madhya Bhaga. From Vishuddhi to Sahasrara is called the Urtva Bhaga, the body above. So this, until Madhya Bhaga, it is okay to touch. But below, except the feet, you don't need to touch the parts of the body, especially those private areas you don't need to touch. You can imagine. So guhyā is the space between the two excretory organs in your body. And now when you imagine that, because it's associated with the lower nature of the body, then what people do, apavupasprusya, if you have a uddharina and the water, then you wash your hands. Because if you touch, if you don't touch and if you imagine, then you have to touch your right ear to purify yourself. Because even thinking of that part unnecessarily is associated with impurity. Because you have thought about something impure, either you wash or touched something that is impure, you wash your hand. Why is it impure? Don't ask me all those questions, okay? Yeah, because it's not, I'm not going to go into detail about describing something which is impure. So why you have to touch your ear, right? Even if you do, achamanam in between chanting, if your throat is dry, etc., you have to touch your right ear. Why the right ear has to be touched is because the right ear contains all the energies of the gods that are, for example, Aditya, Vasu, Rudra, Agni, Dharma, Apa, Soma, Anila, which is the fire. All of those gods reside in the right ear. And so simply touching the right ear with the right hand bestows the benefit of purification. It is equivalent to doing achamanam. Okay, that is what because all the time water you don't carry, but you can think of God and do Nyasa anywhere. So this mantra is from which Anvakam? 11. And 11th Anvakam, which mantra? 6. Amba Tambi. Oh my God, he picked it correctly. Are you guessing or are you really?
No, whenever we are doing,
He's actually, you're counting, doing it? Huh? Fantastic. Oh my God, now I feel so proud and so happy that you're doing that, because that's how you focus your mind. So he said 6. 6 is correct. The previous one, 12 is correct. Spot on. The long way to go. Appa, hello. He is Appa is under tension now. Amma also. Okay, fine. Okay. So this mantra is from the 11th Anvaka, 6th mantra. Now, E bhutanam adhipatayo visikhasaha kapardinaha. Now this, E teshagum sasrayojane vadhanvani tanvasi, you all know the meaning. We request the Rudras to keep their bow unstringed and 1,000 leagues of miles away. That is 5,000 miles. So that is the meaning of the second line. All those Rudras who are the lords of all the beings, bhutanam adhipatayaha. Vishikhasaha. Vishikha, sikha means this. Vishikha means that, are associated with untying your hair. Only ghosts untie their hair. Therefore, it is associated with ghostly spirits. Now, don't look at me like that. Hello. But why I am getting scared here. So, why this sikha has to be tied in is when you have a sikha, if you have a sikha, you have to tie the sikha, especially while doing ritual worship. The sikha has to be tied. It should be never left alone, because the energies are concentrated, and this is the tip of your body, literally, that is the sikha. And therefore, they tie their hair and do the worship, ritual worship, including the priests, etc. You see them, rishis, priests, everybody, they have to tie their hair. If you untie your hair, all the ghostly spirits will come and take place in your sikha. Now I will see everybody tie their hair. Now that's it. So visikhasaha kapardi. Kapardi means matted hair. That is a renunciate. So because here, how is this mantra associated, connected to the Nyasa? Okay, we don't describe a lot of descriptions. Don't talk about Nyasa associated with those parts of the body, as I said. However, in the Kant, some interpretation associated with is Bhutanam Adhipati means the Lord or the preceptor of all the beings. And since it is the origin of all the beings, and therefore the mantra implies that it is associated with that part. We'll leave it there. Let's go to next mantra. Om.
ये अन्नेषु विविध्यन्ति पात्रेषु पिबतो जनान् तेषां सहस्रयोजने वदन्वानि तन्मसि अन्नाभ्यां नमः.
Okay. Now, Om E Anneshu vividhyanti patreshu pibato janana. Ye Anneshu, not Ye Anneshu. Ye is Dirgham and A is Avel. So you have to take the pause when you chant that. Okay. Now here, this mantra is Ye Anneshu vividhyanti patreshu pibato janana. Which Anuvakam is it? 11. Which mantra is it? Now use
The
it.
seventh mantra.
Huh?
The seventh, the next one, right?
Yeah, you have the script in front of you. Thank you. Yes. So sixth mantra, next mantra is this mantra. Okay. They're side by side. Anda Abhyan Namaha. Anda is the anda means where the place where the eggs or the sperm is located for the body. So that anda means egg. Literally, anda means egg. So that this is the Namakam 11th Anuvakam, 7th mantra. And here for this, the preceptor is Durvasa. Previous mantra also is preceptor is Durvasa. And Anushtup Chandas, Rudra is the god. So what this mantra means, all those Rudras that are present in Anna, which is what you consume, Vividhyanti, all different types of things that you consume. Those Rudras that are present in all those things that we consume, all different types, and all those things that we drink. Patresh, pibataha. Pibataha means drinking. Janaha, that may they not inflict any pain on us, and may they be 5,000 miles away from us with their bows unstringed and kept away. So the connection to the Nyasa here, what is all this means? You can go back and look at the old videos. Now, the location importance is Anna, Anda are similar sounding, and that is the location. That's all I want to say. Let's go to the next mantra. Oh, next mantra, most of you don't know. Om Sasira Jata Vedaha.
Om Sashira Jata Vedaha. Om Sashira Jata Vedaha.
Aksharam paramam padam.
Aksharam paramam padam. Aksharam paramam padam.
Paramam. Did I say like that?
That's what is written.
Om Sasira Jata Vedaha. Aksharam paramam padam.
Om Sashira Jata Vedaha. Aksharam paramam padam.
Vedanagum siramuttamam.
Vedanagum siramuttamam. Vedanagum siramuttamam.
Jata Vedase Sirasi Mata.
Jata Vedase Sirasi Mata. Jatavedase sirasi mata.
Why current suddenly went low, voltage went down?
Jataveda says down, uncle.
Jatavedase sirasi mata.
Jatavedase sirasi mata. Jatavedase sirasi mata.
Brahma bhur-bhuvas-suvarom.
Brahma bhur-bhuvas-suvarom. Brahma bhur-bhuvas-suvarom.
That is su has to be the swara has to be on va, not on the su. Okay, the anudatam. Okay, can somebody make a note of it or highlight it on the text? So no, yeah, no, not all of that. Just the suvarom. Just the suvarom. Double click on that's okay. Inka perfect. Okay. Wow. Can you highlight it?
Uncle, the problem is we have read-only copy. He may not be able to edit it.
Oh, you are not able to highlight. Okay, fine. Okay. Om Sasira Jata Vedah Aksharam Paramam Padam Veda Nagum Sira Uttamam Jata Vedase Sirasi Mata Brahma Bhur-bhuva Suvarom.
Om Sashira Jataveda Aksharam Paramam Padam Vedanagum Shira Uttamam Jatavedase Sirasi Mata Brahma Bhur-bhuvas-suvarom.
Very good. One more time. Two more times.
Om
Om
Sashira Jataveda Aksharam Paramam Padam Vedanagum Shira Uttamam Jatavedase Sirasi Mata Brahma Bhur-bhuvas-suvarom. Om Sashira Jataveda.
Okay. Sashira. Right? No. Okay. It's all down. Okay. Sashira Jataveda. Sashira. You are saying Sashira.
Yeah, we should be.
It's all down. Sashira Jataveda. Like that. Om
Sashira
Sashira.
Jataveda Aksharam Paramam Padam Vedanagum Shira Uttamam Jatavedase Sirasi Mata Brahma Bhur-bhuvas-suvarom.
So I think I made a mistake. So, and you all continued with that, but now you corrected it. Sashira Jataveda. Now this is Apana Namaha. Apana is the place of anus. That is the Apana. Now this mantra, trust me, I could not find what is the source of this mantra. I asked all the people that have been chanting Vedas forever, and even they could not find what is the source of this mantra. So the conclusion that we all came to is the source of this mantra is mostly Bodhayana himself. And what this mantra, interpretation of the mantra is not even given in any other text. There is absolutely no reference, no logic on how this mantra is associated with the Nyasa. This is the only discrepancy I found. Nowhere else it is described. So we'll leave it like that. Chant it one more time. Let's Apanaya Namaha. Again, same principle applies. After you chant that, you should say Apavupasprusya. You have to say Apavupasprusya or touch the ear. Okay. Okay. Both the This mantra, touch the ear after you say apana and ma. Om Sashira Jata Vedah Aksharam Paramam Padam Vedanagam Shira Uttamam Jata Vedase Shirasi Mata Brahma Bhur Suvarom Apanaya Namaha Apavupasprusha. Okay. Apavupasprusha. That's not written there, but you have to either say it internally or say it loud. Either way is fine. Apavupasprusha. Next mantra, you know. Om
Mano Mahantamutamano Arbhakam Mana Ukshantamutamana Ukshitam Mano Gadi Pitaram Motamataram Priyamanas Tanuvo Rudraririshaha.
Okay, not everybody is chanting correctly. Huh? Only the mic people are. Okay, one more time. Om
Mano Mahantamutamano Arbhakam Mana Ukshantamutamana Ukshitam Mano Vadhi Pitaram Motamataram Priyamanas Tanuvo Rudraririshaha.
Urubhyan Namaha. Urubhyan Namaha.
Urubhyan Namaha.
Uru is the thighs. Thighs. So you can touch the thighs. Okay. Now this mantra is from where?
10.
10th Anuvak. Which mantra in 10? 5. 5th mantra. What this mantra is? manaha mahantam. Don't cause Rudra. You are saying Rudra. Rudraririshaha. Rudra. You are addressing this mantra to Rudra. Manaha. Destroy not our. Okay. Manaha means destroy not our. Mahantam. The wise ones. The old ones. The wise ones. Mahantam. Nor our young ones. Arbhakam. Nor our infants, ukshitam, or our babies in the womb. Ukshantam is the infants, ukshitam, those that are to be born. Ukshantam is infants, ukshitam means those that are going to be born. Mavadhihi, don't hurt pitaram, our father, or mother, mataram, or hurt our own dear bodies. Priyamanaha tanuvu. Priya tanuhu. Most important thing. Don't hurt my body. So how is this mantra saying? This mantra is about complete non-violence. How many were referred here? Mano, manaha means mano. Mahantam. Uta means also. Manaha arbhakam. Mana ukshantam. Uta mana ukshitam. Mano vadhihi pitaram. Uta mataram. Priyamanaha tanuvo rudraririshaha. That is the beautiful mantra. Now that is Urubhyan Namaha. Now let's chant one more time. Om
Mano Mahantamutamano Arbhakam Mana Ukshantamutamana Ukshitam Mano Vadhi Pitaram Motamataram Priyamanas Tanuvo Rudraririshaha.
Okay, so in the last line, who are we praying that should not be hurt? No. Pitaram, Mataram, Tanu, my dear body. Okay, what is your thighs are the ones that support your entire body. Yes, so your thighs support your entire body, and also for the protection of the entire family, whether it is the old ones or the young ones or to be born or the infants, who takes care of them? Mother and father, parents, Pitaram, Uta Mataram. So the parents are the thighs of the family. The thigh for your dear body is the actual thighs. That is how it is implicated. Huh? Without the parents, there is no family existence, there is no society existence. And therefore, protect my parents, protect my body by protecting my thighs, because you have to be standing. The whole body is because of the thighs and the hips, right? The thighs and the hips. Okay, now that you know what to be protected, one more time. Om Manam
Mahantamuttamano arbhakam mana ukshantamuttamana ukshitam mano vadis pitaram mota mataram priyamanas anuvo rudraririshaha.
Okay, you paid attention to Vadhi, right? Vadhi Pitaram, not Vadhi Pitaram. Vadhi Pitaram, because the Visarga followed by Pa. Urubhyan Namakam. The next mantra is another beautiful mantra. Esha te Rudra Bhagastan Jushasva Tena Avasena Paro Mujavatoti Hyavatata Dhanva Pinaka kRttim. This mantra is from the Taittiriya Aranyakam, this mantra. And this Taittiriya Aranyakam mantra is associated with the what we call as Janu. Janu means the legs, leg shanks, right? Now you know the parts of the body correctly, thigh, then there it is leg, then it is ankle, then there is feet, then there are toes, then there is Prishtabhaga, upper part of the foot, Tala, Padadhas Talavasini, Adhaha, Prishtaha, Talaha. These are the Sanskrit words. Here also, Skandha, this is Skandha, this is Bahu, then this is Hasta. Yes, this is Kara, this is Kurpara, and then this is Kara, this is Hasta, Anguli, Karatala, Karaprushta, Karatala, Karaprushtabhyanama. Yeah, you say that after we do the Karatala, Karaprushtabhyanama, not Karatala Kara, Prushtabhyanama. That's how most of you chant, I know. Karatala Kara. Prushthabhyan Namaha. Okay, Karatala, Karaprushtabhyan Namaha. Inni kashtalu nahi. Naake inni kashtalu unte anni telisina Swamiki enni kashtalu undalu. Yeah, if I, with my little bit of knowledge, if you have to this, how the all-knowing, omniscient, omnipresent, omnipotent God, how much love and patience he should have to tolerate all the nonsense that we do. How much forbearance he should have, just and forgiveness. That is what, then you will know the limit of forgiveness and limit of forbearance. That is love of Bhagavan. Okay. All of you on Zoom are relaxing or enjoying this conversation? Yes. Shyam. Good? Good? Na?
No, great. Not good. Great.
No questions? Okay.
No. Yeah.
Okay, let's learn this mantra now. Okay. Eshate Rudra Bhagastam. Okay. Om Eshate Rudra Rudrabhagas. Om Eshate.
Om Eshate. Om Eshate.
Rudrabhagastan.
Rudrabhagastan. Rudrabhagastan.
Joshasva.
Jushasva. Jushasva.
Tena vasena.
Tena vasena. Tena vasena.
Paro mujavatoti.
Paro mujavatoti. Paro mujavatoti.
Hyavatata dhanva.
Hyavatata dhanva. Hyavatata dhanva.
Pinakahastah.
Pinakahastah. Pinakahastah.
Kruttivasa.
Krittivasah. Krittivasah.
Okay, now this mantra. Now we'll start again. Om Eshate Rudrabha.
Mujavato. Can you say that one more time?
Mujavatoti hyavatata dhanva.
Mujavatoti.
Voice down. Mujavatoti hyavatata dhanva.
Mujavatoti. Hyavatata.
Mujavatoti.
Mujavatoti. Hyavatata dhanva.
You are ahead of everybody. Okay, now chant. Okay. Mujavatoti hyavatata dhanva.
Mujavatoti. Hyavatata dhanva.
Pinakahastah.
Pinakahastah. Pinakahastah.
Krittivasah.
Krittivasah. Krittivasah.
Okay, one more time. Om Eshate Rudrabhagastan.
Om Eshate Rudrabhagastan.
Rudbhagastan. So pay attention to Swara. Om Eshate Rudrab. Om Eshate
Rudrabhagastan.
Bhagastan Jushasva. So you cannot stop there, right? So I am saying Bhagastan, Bhagastan. Yeah, that is it. Like Pramuncha. You have to say Bhagastan Jushasva. Okay, that's the N with the squiggle. Means that's the Anuswara pronounced along with the Ja. Cha, cha, ja, ja, nya, nya, nya. So that's how you have to pronounce. Om Eshat. Om First I will chant, you can repeat. Om Eshate Rudrabhagastan Jushasva.
Om Eshate Rudrabhagastan Jushasva.
Not Stvam, Bhagastan. Not Tvam. Okay, one more time. Om
Eshate Rudrabhagastan Jushasva. Om Eshate Rudrabhagastan Jushasva.
Bhagastvam. Who is saying Bhagastvam? I'm hearing Bhagastvam. Not Stvam, Bhagastan. Bhagastan Jushasva. Om Eshate Rudrabhagastan Jushasvatena vasena paro mujavatoti hyavatata dhanva pinakahastah krittivasaha. One shot.
Eshate Rudrabhagastan
No, that train has to be stopped. Okay. This is going over passengers. Okay. All the passengers not on board yet. Okay. So we'll split it again. Jushasva, tena vasena paro, mujavatoti hyavatata dhanva, pinaka hastak krittivasah. Let's kind of do it. Okay. Om eshate rudra bhagastanjushasva.
Om eshate rudra bhagastanjushasva. Om eshate rudra bhagastanjushasva.
Tena vasena paro.
Tena vasena paro. Tena vasena paro.
Mujavatoti hyavatata dhanva.
Mujavatoti hyavatata dhanva. Mujavatoti hyavatata dhanva.
Pinaka hastah krittivasaga.
Pinaka hastah krittivasah. Pinaka hastah krittivasah.
Okay, sorry. I might have Sita is correct. Januni is the knees, not the leg shanks. Jangha is the leg shanks. Januni is the knees, the previous mantra. Okay, knees. So from thigh, knees. Now Jangha. What we are now this mantra is Jangha. Jangha is leg shanks. Yeah, that is leg shanks.
Uncle, this one
This
is
is
Januni.
Oh, this is Janu. Okay, Janu. Janu is knees. Next one is Janga. Okay. Okay, then the next one is Gulpa. Gulpa. Gulpa is the ankles. And then the pada. Okay. Now, you got the full mantra I will chant and then we'll stop here. Om Eshate Rudra Bhag. Om Eshate Rudra Bhagas. Tanjushasva tena vasena paro mujavatiti hyava mujavatoti. I will start all over again. Om eshate rudra bhagastanjushasva tena vasena paro mujavatoti hyavatata dhanva pinaka hastah krittivasah.
Om eshate rudra bhagastanjushasva tena vasena paro mujavatoti hyavatata dhanva pinaka hastah krittivasah.
Good. One more.
Om eshate rudra bhagastanjushasva tena vasena paro mujavatoti hyavatata dhanva pinaka hastah krittivasah.
One more time. Om
eshate rudra bhagastanjushasva tena vasena paro mujavatoti hyavatata dhanva pinaka hastah krittivasah.
Janubhyan namaha.
Janubhyan namaha.
Om yadaksharapadabhrashtam matrahinantu yadbhavet tatsarvam shamyatam deva narayana namostute visarga bindu matrani
Padapadakshara
ksharani cha nyunani chatiriktāni kshavasva sāyīśvara.
aparādha
सहस्राणि क्रियन्ते हर्निशं मया दासायमिति मां मत्वा क्षमस्व साईश्वर अन्यथा शरणं नास्ति
त्वमेव
शरणं मम तस्मात् कारुण्य भावेन रक्ष रक्ष साईश्वर हरिः ॐ तत्सत् श्री साईश्वरार्पणमस्तु ओके ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः Sairam, are there any questions from line? Everybody clear? Please go back and watch the video and also the previous one so that you practice. I'm only starting from Hridaya today, but every day you should practice whatever you have learned. At the least, the entire Anganyasa from Sikha. What is the first mantra, Sikha? Yeah, correct. Yate Rudra Siva. Right. Tanu Raghora Papakasini. Not Papakasini. Hello. Lot of people, 280 recordings. I know exactly what mistakes people are, how many types they make. They say Raghora Papakasini. Papakasini means the sin is shining for us. Sin doesn't. Apapakasini. So you have to pay attention to avagraha. That avagraha means like a 2 sign will be there. And in English, it will be apostrophe. Okay. So you have to pay attention to that. Okay. Who is chanting? Lasya. Okay. Om Bhuvasuvakha Tatsavitar Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yonah Prachodayat Om Bhuvasuvakha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yonah Prachodayat Om Bhuvasuvakha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yonah Prachodayat Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.
O Lord,
O Lord,
take my love
take my love
and let it flow in fullness of devotion to thee.
and let it flow in fullness of devotion to thee.
O Lord,
O Lord,
take my hands
take my hands
and let them work incessantly for thee.
and let them work incessantly for thee.
O Lord,
O Lord,
take my soul
take my soul
and let it be merged in one with thee.
And let it be merged in one with thee.
O Lord,
O Lord,
take my mind and thoughts
take my mind and thoughts
and let them be in tune with thee.
and let them be in tune with thee.
O Lord,
O Lord,
take my everything
take my everything
and let me be an instrument to work for thee.
and let me be an instrument to work for thee. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.
Sairam, everyone. Just a couple of quick announcements today. Reminder that we are going to be having our center general body meeting on Thursday, March 23rd. We have sent out a link to a membership survey. Thank you to everyone who completed that and provided some feedback, but we seem to be still missing a lot of membership. So please take the time to complete that survey. We'll have it open till this Wednesday. And we really are seeking some feedback from you to take to that meeting. So, and then Also, many of you know that we have been doing the Goshala service for quite some time now with Priti Rang Sanctuary. They had reached out to asking us for some help. They have been pretty badly affected by the storms. A lot of their bovine shelters have been damaged. They're looking for some help to getting that reinstated and rebuilt. So if you have any expertise or time to offer in this area, please contact Brother Vijay to help coordinate. Thank you, Sairam.
Sairam, those that are here for the study circle, we will rejoin the Zoom in a couple of minutes. Okay, give 5 minutes, go to 5 minutes. For me, 2 minutes. Okay, thank you. Jai Sairam.
Sairam, do you hear us? Sairam Sham?
Sairam, yep, I can hear.
Sham, do you hear us?
Yeah, can you hear me? Sairam, can you hear?
Yes,
Yeah.
I do hear. Are we studying the same thing today, sir? Yeah, the same pages. We'll start from the last paragraph, page 50th. Arjuna, when he starts. I'm sharing the screen. We'll just go over that again.
Oh, from the previous page?
Yeah, Arjuna, note that there is nothing higher than the word from there. The last paragraph. Let's start with Sahana. I don't know, how do you test that?
Sairam, can you hear us?
Sairam, yeah, yes. Can hear.
Okay. Can someone else talk? Okay, let Smriti talk and see if they can hear.
Sairam, can you hear me?
It's a bit faint. It's a bit soft.
The soft-spoken people should sit near, and people like me with loud mouths should go. Okay.
Sit next to you.
Okay. I promise I won't amplify yours. Okay, Sana.
Let's all be together. Let's all be nourished together. Let's work together in great vigor. Let our studies shine and illuminate our intellect. May we not hate each other. Let there be peace, peace, and peace.
Sir, one more setting in audio. Zoom setting audio, make sure your input volume is up, otherwise it won't pick up.
In audio.
Okay, it's up. Okay. Then put background noise cancellation. That will cancel my voice and then.
Make it
low.
Zoom is low.
Yeah, Zoom, I think the faint background noise. Right? Yes, yeah, thank you. Okay, did that improve the quality sound at all, Shyam?
Yeah, it did. It did. It sounds better.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah.
I know a little bit of something. Okay.
Sounds good, Shyam?
Yeah, it's much better.
Yeah, we're starting from last paragraph, page 50, where it starts with Arjuna, not black. And go the complete one and come back.
Arjuna, note that there is nothing higher than me in the world. All are strung in me like flowers on a string. The 5 elements, the mind, the intellect, and the ego, these 8 varieties of matter have produced the gross, stula, and the subtle, sukshma, in creation. This is called the lower nature. There is another world distinct from this, known as higher nature. It is neither gross nor subtle. It is consciousness, chaitanya, indwelling in the soul, jivi. The world itself is its aspiration. The Lord first created the gross world. Then, as the soul, he entered it and rendered it awareness, chit, by his consciousness. This is declared clearly in the Vedas. You must consider the lower world to be the essential nature, svabhava, of the Supreme Lord, and the higher world to be his reality, swarupa. Dwell on the meaning of these essential qualities and realities and grasp them well. The gross is bound by the dictates of consciousness, chaitanya, which is the complete master, ever free. Jivi, individual soul, means that which assumes breath, prana. The soul holds on to breath through skill and intelligence. The jivi is the inner ruler, antaryaman, who has penetrated everything and who sustains everything.
So the higher world is just the highest Atma itself. All that becomes manifest with the same consciousness has to be taken as one. Inert matter, Jada, and consciousness, Chaitanya, are the two essentials for the entire creation. They are the same as the world, Prakriti, and the creator, Purusha. The energy of the consciousness, when it entertains the idea of catering to the senses, bhoga, expresses the world out of its own destiny. Inert matter assumes the form of the body. Both of these are my nature. The Lord, who causes creation, preservation, and dissolution through these, is I myself, remember. There is no substance other than me. There is no reality other than me. I am the primal cause, the primal substance. I am one, let me become many. Thus, I myself resolved upon this expansion into manifoldness called creation. That resolution affected and motivated the power of illusion, Maya Shakti. So the intellectual principle, Mahatattva, got produced. That was the first step in the evolution of creation. If a seed is planted in the earth and watered, in a day or two, it will drink the moisture and swell in size. The sprouting has not yet taken place, but the first change is there. The intellectual principle is happening of this type. Next, in accordance with the will of the Lord, a sprout arises. That is called the great ego. From it, 5 leaves break forth, the subtle principles of the 5 elements. The entire world is the combined product of these 8, the power of nature, Prakriti Shakti, the principle of intellect, ego, ahankara, and the 5 elements. That was a lot.
Sairam, the question that was drafted by Arun before he leaves is, from all this one, how can we see God in everything? I think Swami already talked about it, but let's go on this question. How can we see God in everything?
What else is there to see?
We see God in everything.
No, what else is there to see? First, let's figure out. Then we know what not to see. Yeah. Yes. It's a great exercise. When you see someone, what do you see?
What do you see?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the question everybody can answer. When you see someone or something, what do you see? Yeah, the complex.
Their physical appearance.
Yeah, okay. One of them is, yeah, keep going. What else you see? Give a list and maybe other people can add what she missed. Okay, let's do that. So what Radhika said is physical appearance is what? Physical appearance of something. Okay. What else do you see? The name. Okay. Physical appearance and a name associated with it. What else do you see?
I know them or I don't know.
I know them or I don't know them. So whether I know that or I don't know that. Know from what point of view? The know is a very important thing.
Name and their
Acquaintance point. Do I okay? Did I meet them before or not? Is it fresh acquaintance or so? Let's keep it as clear as that, because I know or I don't know is a very complex. For me, it is confusing. So, which is something familiarity about that. That's maybe a better word. Am I familiar with it? Is so there is the form, there is the name. Somebody has to write this down, sir. Otherwise,
I'm just
okay. You're okay. You are going to hear this again. How fortunate you are. Okay. So name, form, acquaintance. What else is there?
Actions, the actions.
Actions. Okay. Okay. Let's make it even more clearer. What does it do? What is its function? What does it do? What is its function is what you look at. What else do you look at?
Is it mine?
Is it?
Is it mine?
Does it belong to me or not? Oh, that is the most important. So 5 things. Very good. Excellent.
Not in a negative way, but sometimes we tend to judge also.
Judge. Do I like it or do not like it? That is the other thing that we do. Yes, beautiful. Next.
Compare.
Compare. Yeah. Excellent. How does this look? Better than that or lower than this? Is this person more knowledgeable? First than me. And then knowledgeable compared to somebody else. One child is great. Then immediately you say, look at your brother. Don't you know how to do these things? Look at your brother. Do we do this or not? Yes. So what do we do immediately? Compare, destroy that individual by comparison. Simply destroy that.
Is it them or self? Sometimes.
Self is what translates into more deeper thing called jealousy. If something is better than you, you compare and then you say, oh, how come I don't like that? How come I don't sing like that? How come I don't do like that? I'm a foolish fellow. Either you get intimidated, or if you sing better than them, what kind of singing they do? Stupid people, that is it. No, I'm not kidding. Am I kidding?
You sabotage self. Your own self.
So what else? What else do you look at?
I think we also remember all the history that's gone with him in the past.
Yeah. What? Not past experience. What is their family background? What is their caste? From which village they came? Are they Telugu speaking or Tamil speaking? Amma, it goes on, and so you go into their race, their village, their roots. What else do we look at?
See any likability between you and the other?
Compatibility. Can I get along with this person or not? He is very social. I should be able to get along.
Marital status of kids, education.
Oh, then that's a different. Oh my God, that's even okay. If I make friends with these people, they have also small children. Then they can play together, and I can get some rest. How many? No, I'm
Worst case, you carpool.
Oh, that is the other part. How can I save money? Yes, so many things. So what else do you look at? What else do you look at, Shama?
If I should stay away from them or not, maybe, I don't know.
If I can stay, increase the volume on your computer. If I can stay away from them, that comes with what? Knowledge of what?
Acquaintance.
Yeah. Are they like-minded or not? Can I tolerate them?
Correct. Yeah. Do they pose a threat? Are they going to hurt me or something? Something like that.
Is there a danger in knowing this person? If he's a criminal, then you don't want to know him, right? Okay, now that's an extreme case. But so in all of these things, what is absent?
Who the person really is.
Yeah. The qualities. In everything that we talked so far, if we have not missed anything, everything is completely relative. Everything is completely relative. And it is bound by 3 factors, primarily 3 factors. The name, form, and the function. Essence of it. Name, form, and function. So what have we missed? Absolute. But without that, none of this exists. For example, show me the ring without the gold. Show me the necklace without the gold. Show me anything in this world without the space. Is there, can you show the ring without the gold? So if you start seeing the gold and the ring together, first to see the gold, then the ring. Because what is of value in the ring is the gold. You take the gold out, it is useless, or it won't even exist. It won't even exist, but we first look at the ring, how big it is, how many carat gold it is, how much value it is, and which finger you have to put on, all these things, but we don't look at the gold. We only look at the ring, but in truth, we know that the ring cannot exist without the gold, and what is of value in the ring is nothing but the gold. Then what happens? Who asked, how can we see God? Oh, Arun's question. But the guy who asked the question is missing. Okay. So what Swami says in that discourse, very beautifully in that paragraph.
He says, all that becomes manifest with the same consciousness is to be taken as one.
Yes.
That is one thing.
Yes.
Another one is, there is no substance other than me. There is no reality other than me. I am the primal cause, I am the primal substance. I am one, let me become many.
Very beautifully saying that there is nothing that exists, whether it is material or spiritual, without me. Therefore, it is me that exists in everything, everywhere. That is the one that is present, but you ignored me. And then you are looking at all the other factors. Just like if you take away the gold, the ring doesn't exist. If you take me away from all these relative things that you are seeing, it doesn't even exist. But yet you are placing importance on that which doesn't exist is what is called unreal. That which exists is real, and therefore we focused on the unreal and not the real. Yes. Did we miss anything? Any questions from Zoom?
The questions, Shyam, Heather.
I think Kusuma put up the hand.
Yes, Kusuma, go ahead.
Oh, Kusuma. Okay. Kusuma, you can give the answer to Arun.
Kusuma, go ahead. This is a question from Arun.
Okay.
I think the challenge comes to see God everywhere when you see something which you don't like. So how to accept that as God?
Yeah, good question. Let's take that question up and each one can give your insights. Yeah, it's wonderful when you see something you like, then you say it is God. But if you, how do you relate to something that you not even hate but dislike so much, and how to see God in that instance? That's the question. Okay, we start with Vedanta. Because that's the end of all the knowledge.
Well, I mean, I think like all things, it must be practice, because we have to, events and people who arouse certain emotions in us, negative emotions in us, we have to practice to see those emotions as something that comes and goes and is not permanent. And as far as people are concerned, which tend to arouse the strongest emotions in us, I think, we probably, all of the things that we do, sadhanas, service, all these things are to allow us to bring our ego down and to see the other people as just like us.
Yeah, that is, yes, brother said it very beautifully. Can you actually serve somebody that you don't like? Within your own family? Can you accept them as is and serve them in spite of all their weaknesses, limitations that you perceive, and actually serve them? Then service is a very beautiful, practical way of looking at it. If you can do that, then you are really seeing Swami. Because everything that you dislike about somebody, they would have their own limitations. So you're focusing on their weaknesses and then you start disliking them and you stop serving them. Service is a very beautiful. Any other person? Yes. Yes.
When we are faced with a challenge or with a difficult person, anything, I think everything is Swami's place, Swami's creation. So that also has a learning for us. If you take it in that perspective, that it may not be understood at that point, but later on, after we pass that obstacle, we come up like a butterfly from a cocoon, learning some great thing out of it, out of the situation. I think if we can keep, it's hard to keep that in mind, but if we can keep that in mind, I think every encounter with a person, every situation, every encounter with a situation can become a learning situation.
Yes. Another way to say what sister is saying is, do you focus on the person or the problem? Do you focus on the issue or the individual? Do you dislike an issue about someone or do you dislike the individual? If you dislike the issue, then you can do something about it. If you dislike the individual, you miss the basics. But then if your issues pile up and then they become a ghost or a demon for you, that demon will eat you up. That demon will eat you up and you will never be able to approach that individual with whom you have issues with. So that another way to look at it is very clear. What is the issue? Focus on the issue. Don't focus on the individual. Beautiful. Thank you, ma'am. Yes, anybody else?
Shekhar, I just have one thought to share. The moment you start liking and disliking, that means that your mind is active. So you cannot see God if your mind is active.
No, the thing is, if your mind is not active, you are not alive.
No, there is observership. So you're seeing everything in a non-judgmental way.
Yeah,
So
that is a different story. No, here, how many of you probably in this room? What are the likes and dislikes in Devi Madhyam? Chanda Munda. Chanda and Munda are the likes and dislikes. Chanda Munda is the introvertic mind and the extrovertic mind. Two different minds. The introvertic mind, when you dislike someone, you withdraw from them. You withdraw from them. You hate them. You withdraw from them. You become so subdued and you show passive aggressiveness. That means that is actually Munda. Withdrawal because of dislike. You like something, you are like extrovertic. My God, you will do anything and whatever, and then you go get the best things in the world for them. All of that. That is the movement of the mind, which is Chanda. These are negative aspects of Chanda and Munda, but it's not the problem with the mind. It's not the problem with the mind. The problem is, how are these movements of this mind? With what are they associated with? You understand? That is the root. From who are they serving? Who is the Chanda Munda are serving who? Shumbha and Nishumba. Who is Shumbha? Ego, the reflection. So this introvertic mind and extrovertic mind are reporting to who? The ego, the pseudo, the false identified self. And when the movements of the mind are associated with the false ego, false identification of the self, then they are bad. But how do we turn these movements of the mind into positive thing? I went through this in Devi class. Through abhyasa, sadhana, practice. What is the practice of the extrovertic mind? Every time you see something, then you try to separate the issue from the individual. That is the extrovertic. It is still relating to the object, but it doesn't do it as an internal abhyasa. It will try to separate the two. Something you dislike, then you try to go deeper into dhyana, the meditation, and you try to get to detachment. That is the introverted mind. Abhyasa, dhyana. Abhyasa is in the context of looking at the objective world, but always try to see the subject in the object. That is sadhana. And then the other part of the mind is detachment from all that you like. Then it is Vairāja. That is the so then the movements of the mind are there. You can never stop the movements of the mind. It's impossible. To stop the movements of the mind, you need to go through intense practice of yoga. None of us in this room or even great sages are able to do that. Impossible to stop the movement of the mind. Impossible. You can only watch the mind. You cannot control the mind. Controlling the mind is possible only for great yogis, tapas. Yes. Kusuma, is that helpful?
Yes. I once remember you had told in the satsang, when you asked that father somewhere in church, he said, Jesus said the highest, the worst, that's judgment thing, the story that you told us.
Yes, that is, what's his name in Berkeley, the greatest theology professor. Anyway, he was 92-year-old, greatest legend that studied every religion. And I asked him the question, what is the evil in the Lord's Prayer? And deliver us from the evil. And deliver us from the evil. What is the evil Jesus is referring to? And he gave a beautiful insight. And he said, deliver us from this evil of judgment that we like or dislike, that it belongs or it doesn't belong. That is the evil. Why you cannot have the judgment? Because thine is the kingdom and the power and the glory, now and forever. This doesn't belong to me. Namaha. It belongs to God. Therefore, why do I care about grabbing it? Huh? That's, yeah, thank you for reminding me of that. Houston. Houston. Houston is his last name. Professor Houston from Berkeley. Houston Smith, yeah. Professor Houston Smith is no more there. I had the pleasure of spending 2.5 hours with him, and he was 92-year-old. Yeah. Any other questions from the room?
Shyam, what is that?
Sir, not a question, but we are still live on YouTube, I realize. I think it may be still in the Mahānyāsam.
That's okay, I'll delete it later. Lucky are those people watching on YouTube. Okay, so that is your YouTube, sir. Your Zoom is still running YouTube. Okay. You have to go to record thing and say stop live, stop YouTube. Or it is on me. Okay, keep going now. Thank you. The mind is still running. Okay.
So there's one thing that was in the first paragraph. All the 5 elements, the mind, intellect, ego, everything just comes out of the same consciousness. One was talking in the first paragraph. I was kind of didn't get it. I mean, got it, but not able to complete dark. Then I think one thing that came to my mind is my dream. In the same conscious, everything comes, lots of same consciousness, right? There's only one of your awareness when everything comes. Complete dream, bad, good, everything is here. Then that kind of graceful, that's one kind of answer. That's how it happens in this world.
So what's the, oops, sorry. Oh, sorry, this thing is YouTube. Okay. So what was the comment, sir? I didn't quite get it.
Okay.
Yeah.
How is from Swami says all those 5 elements, the mind, thought, and the ego, everything comes from the one consciousness. Okay. And then it also says all that becomes manifest with the same consciousness has to be taken as one. That's one sentence says all that becomes manifest with the same consciousness has to be taken as one.
Yeah. So all the different ornaments, earrings, necklace, ring, bangle, vaddanam. What else are there? I'm missing. Anklets. What are all they made of? Gold or whatever metal they have, rolled gold.
Yeah. Here the consciousness, we don't know how that look like. From that it came. All this comes. It's something you cannot. Not have faith or believe on this. How come consciousness comes all this solid, stola, sukshma, this, that thing, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So from gold you can think of one is a solid one. From solid comes. Okay. So from solid sukshma can't make it. But the dream is a good example for me. Same consciousness, it creates a whole world for me. We have all kind of feelings there. This stola is there, sukshma is there, evilness is there, good qualities is there. You go up, everything come back.
Yes. Where do they go into?
Sit for me.
No, you are bringing up a beautiful aspect. I want you to. We're trying to continue to look into it, not stop where what you said. You said you said they go into something. What do they go into?
Subconscious.
Subconscious of what?
Mind.
Mind? No. Where is even in your deep sleep there is no mind.
Yeah.
Because if there is mind, you will have experience. So where do they go into?
The seed form.
Into seed form of what? Huh? Your soul. No, it is memory. There is no memory of deep sleep also. Yes. Look at it. I mean, seriously. Don't stop at the dreams. Don't stop at the awakened state, because this is a dream that is happening when you are awake. That's the dream when you are asleep. Then what happened after that? Deep sleep, what happens?
Wake up.
No, what does it do?
That we will not remember that.
Yeah, so what does it, but we are awake again, no, hello. Yeah. So it is, you are not dead there in deep sleep. What remains?
Consciousness.
The I am remains as a seed, and then it will decrypt, decompress, express in the awakened dream. This is the dream while you are awake. There is a dream here, but who is giving sentience to all this? The same I am. You can be sitting in this room and not be paying any attention to this study, which happens to a lot of people. So what is missing if you are not paying attention? Huh? The I am has not projected into it. Beautiful Even this dream, the I am has projected into it. That's why this is a dream while you are awake. That's a dream in which your subconscious mind is projecting. Here the mind, the senses, the body, everything is projecting it. But in dream only the subconscious mind is projected. In deep sleep, both of them got encrypted and compressed. Encrypted and compressed. Like iPhone and also, data is encrypted and compressed. Stored. Log in again, opens again.
That's what makes it more complex to see God in everyone, because it has so much projection. I mean, with gold and ornament example, it's simple enough, not enough variations in that, right? Gold, you can see that, but with people, that's why you can't able to, with the world, you can't able to see it, because there is way too many, it expanded and expanded and expanded. So it's very hard to see that. And one thing I was doing is like 2-3 years back. So I wanted to see God in everything. So what can I do? I'm just giving it as an example. So wherever I see water, immediately I take it back to the 5 elements of the nature, and immediately I connect it to bhava, Namaha, to SivaH, and immediately I was trying to see, whenever I see the earth, like, I connect it to the 5 elements. So whatever I see, I'm just trying to get back to the basic nature of it. What I figured out is, unless you have a concrete, firm faith or whatever you call it, knowledge in God, and you bring it to your awareness right at that moment, right then, things are not going to happen. So you need to be little smarter, I guess.
So what is that? What is that in that example she's giving? What is that you have to place in God?
Faith, trust, and
okay, no, it's not. It's really, guys, placing your mind onto something as divine is, what is it? What's that? What is that prakriya application that we do? No, Nyasa. Nyasa. That is what's called Nyasa.
that helped me a little bit.
Yeah. So now what you do, Nyasa?
Immediately, whenever I go on the road, if I see water, I know that, I bring back to my consciousness, and I'm like.
So your
okay,
mind
so
is
like,
placing consciousness.
Working on it.
Mind is placing consciousness into everything that you interact with, explicitly, purposefully. That is the practice you have to do. First, you have to do it with yourself, your own body. Brahma prajanane Brahma tishtatu padayor Vishtus tishtatu hastayor Haras tishtatu Bakhor Indras tishtatu Jatare Agnis tishtatu Hrudaye Sivas tishtatu. Doing this, then what happens? Nyasa, you have to do Nyasa. You have to place the mind explicitly on within the realm of your own body first. Then that will then project. First you have to do Nyasa internally. Then only it will be able to project out. So not externally, it won't sustain. Externally it won't sustain. Impossible. Unless you do internal Nyasa. Then what is the internal Nyasa with the water within you? Every time you gulp a saliva, are you connecting to the bhava? That's bhava. Every time you think, are you connecting to that? Every time that you eat, are you connecting to that? And that's what is this Sanatana Dharma is so powerful, that it has given the actual practice, application of how to do it. But we think this is all stupid ritual. It has no context of relevance to us, and therefore we moved away from it. And that is the truth. Because we did not try to understand the subject matter. Because we don't understand. If we don't understand something, it is stupid. The reality is that if you don't understand something, you call it stupid. Not what you look at is stupid. Yes, sir.
Sairam, I don't know if somebody wants to go ahead. That's fine.
No, go ahead, Kasim.
So I think what Haima is talking about reminded me of this thing about the Swadhyaya Pravachanacha in the Vedas, where so the mantra mandala itself will guide you what to do. That's what I feel, because Swadhyaya Pravachanacha, that itself says that one should study and teach the scriptures and also practice right understanding, truthfulness and austerity, mastery over the senses, mastery over the mind, maintenance of ritualistic fires, performance of the Agni-hotra ritual, hospitality, service to humanity. I'm just reading out from Dayananda Saraswati. So I think that exactly the consciousness itself will guide within us.
Okay. Vijay, Swadhyaya Pravachanacha and Japina, now until I practice, I won't talk. Huh?
I have a different question.
Yes.
Okay, so this is all about seeing dignity in others. But suppose it's the other way around. Suppose somebody doesn't see the dignity in you or criticizes you or whatever. What are you supposed to do with that? I mean, that's...
How does it matter? What are they criticizing? What are they looking at and criticizing? And if you truly don't have identity associated with that, how does it matter? It doesn't matter. Never mind. Because what they're talking about is matter and the mind. Therefore you say, doesn't matter, never mind.
I think that's easy when it's an acquaintance or somebody, but suppose it's people in your own family, people who are close to you.
Oh, that is even more hard.
That's very hard.
Yeah. Why?
I'm supposed to understand you and support you, right?
Yeah.
Your family.
So why it is very hard?
Attachment.
You have expectations.
You are attached. It's as simple as that. It's really as simple as that. So then what do? Detach from them? Run away from them? I can't do that. So what are we supposed to do with them? Be connected but not attached. Use the same Wi-Fi, no Ethernet cables.
But uncle, there's also expectation that you have. Right? From
yeah.
somebody. If somebody that you don't know says something about you or criticizes you, it doesn't bother you as much, right? Because you don't really care so much for their opinion and you think, well, they don't really know me, so I don't care. But if somebody close to you does that, you have an expectation that they understand. You have certain expectations from them, and now they're kind of falling short of that. So I think that's kind of that hurtful part, right? Is because you have that expectation.
Why do you get hurt?
Because you have expectation of a certain behavior.
Ah, okay. So what is getting hurt?
Ego.
Your feelings are getting hurt mostly. And where do those feelings come from, right? Yeah. So I'll tell a small thing. Once one gentleman went to a Mahatma and asked, oh my God, my knee is hurting like crazy and there's too much pain and all of that stuff. And what do I do with this? And then the Mahatma asked him, well, you said your knee is hitting my knee. So that means you are different from your knee, right? So look at the pain. You are not the knee. Your knee is hurting. Oh yeah, that's true. I mean, I'm not the knee. I'm everything else too, right? I'm a finger, I'm this, I'm that. So then, okay, oh, that's great. Swan, thank you. After 3 days, he came and said, Swamiji, I'm very happy. Who is happy? If pain is not you, peace is also not you. Joy is not you. It's just the feeling in the mind. The pain is feeling, the suffering of the pain is in the mind. The pain is real. The suffering is in the mind. Right? Pain is real. It hurts. But you don't have to suffer once you dissociate. Similarly, you are happy, then you say, no, you are not happy. Happiness is separate from you. It's a feeling. So what are the expectations? They're feelings. Either they make you happy or make you hurt. Are you celebrating everything in your hand? Then why do you get depressed when you are hurt? Why do you get compressed, elevated, elated? All of this is associated with the mind. So never mind.
I guess the issue is, Uncle, the awareness is different from being that, right? I'm sitting through the study circle, I'm aware as to what I'm not supposed to be doing and what I'm supposed to be doing. But how far am I in being that is a work in progress, right?
Yeah, it's a continuous practice, as he said. You have to be able to practice that. Then only you have to put a concerted effort to be able to relate to that which is not related to the absolute. But see what is the absolute. It doesn't happen. I mean, it's not like easy thing, you go out of study circle, suddenly you see all
no.
angels walking around and all of that stuff.
They say all your wisdom goes once you put on your shoes.
Yes.
When teaching children how to manage their emotions, there's a lot of these practices, breathing and all these things. But at the fundamental, it's to recognize that emotions come and go, but the consciousness is still there. So you have to sort of ride that wave of feeling and just watch it. And sometimes giving it a name is very helpful, apparently.
Yes.
So you say, how am I feeling right now? What's the feeling that I feel? Is it hatred, jealousy? Is it feeling of hurt? And you watch that emotion. And it will fade over time, because that's the nature of all emotions, is to fade.
You have to look at it. You have to look at it and not let it go. You're feeling happy, look at it. What is making me happy? You're feeling hurt, look at it. Give it a color, give it a shape, give it a name. Try to look at it in your own self. Where is it present? Where? Okay. As you look at it, you will notice it will change. It will change its color, it will change its shape, it will change its form, it will change its depth. It will change every attribute. Now you say, oh, okay, I just saw that. Where is it? You will never find it. Trust me, when you feel afraid, when you have even with pain, physical pain, sit down, look at it. You get a migraine headache, look at it, focus on it. See what happens. Practical exercise. You will not find it. Oh my God, this has turned into a psychological session. But what he said is very beautiful, yeah? So look at it, don't let it go. But I promise you, your mind will not allow you to look at it carefully. It will jump, it will go, oh, boom, 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 because only thing it knows is how to escape. And how did we study this in Devi Mathyam? Mahishasura. He changes the form. From a man with a sword to an elephant to a boar to this and that. He keeps escaping. That's the active mind that is Rajasic, and it will not sit at one place and look at anything. That's its nature. So now we are like taking the bull by the horn, literally. That's the Mahishasura. The bull by its horn. Yes. Any other questions?
Any questions? Sairam, Heather? Any questions? Any comments?
Okay, Sairam.
We're like blissing out over here. Sorry.
She's blissing out?
Yeah.
Okay. What did we talk about jealousy, sir, once in the car? We had a session?
Yes.
Yes. What's the root of jealousy?
Focus on the problem, not on the person.
Yes.
Sorry, what was it? I didn't hear that. Sorry.
Why do you feel jealous? What triggers
jealousy?
What triggers jealousy in you? What triggers anger? If you just do meditation on what triggers anger in you, what triggers jealousy in you, what triggers likes and dislikes in you? even more fundamental. Why do you like someone? Why do you not like someone? Take the person you like. Write down what are all the reasons why you like. Take the person you hate, literally hate. Write down everything you hate about them. Oh God, kids say, I hate it. Huh? You don't say that, huh, Chitti? You don't say that, right?
Not yet.
Yeah. Don't know those words yet. Yeah. Yes. Okay. Sai Ram.
Yeah. We still have a couple of more minutes.
Oh, couple of 10 నిమిషాలు. He wants to make sure this is over. It is already intense. Anybody wants to share any perspective or thoughts? Let's read maybe what Swami said.
I have one more thing to ask. We were going back to the dream again. It went back to I am. Right now, you go to wake up right from your bed. First thing you come to know is aware of your existence. It's really difficult to hold. Then awareness existence. Then existence expands it. Oh, body, mind, thought. Then keep going. You say awareness keep going to everything here. Oh, now family, home, work. So this tree is growing up. Existence tree. This guy is pouring it. Now he is there. This problem, that problem. I can see like how the tree. The moment you get up, you have only one thing: a seed form. I am whatever it is. First thing. Okay, I am here. Yes. Awareness of my existence. Awareness of my existence. One side of this keep growing. The moment comes, okay, I have body. Then my mind, my thoughts comes. I have intellect. I'm koto. Egoness comes. I think that are the 8 forms. The 5 elements of the body, the mind, thought, and what Swami is talking about. Are 8 elements. Then next level, my work, family, home. Everything is coming from this. This guy is pouring into that. Now one more is there. One more is keeping it there. She's keep growing, right? Like how the dream went up into that dream. No, this is also going. Now went somewhere here.
How many of you actually read the prayers that Swami gave when you wake up and when you go to sleep?
Yeah.
I do in the morning, but not in the evening.
Okay.
This morning, and yeah.
If you don't know where they are, this kRttim's app has them. So what happens on waking? Swami's written this for the students. Oh Lord, I am born now. From the womb of sleep, I am determined to carry out all tasks this day as offerings to Thee, with Thee ever present before my mind's eye. Make my words, thoughts, and deeds sacred and pure. Let me not inflict pain on anyone. Let no one inflict pain on me. Direct me, guide me this day. Then with this awareness, now what we are talking about, the perspective is not that the Sat is expanding. The perspective is your awareness is expanding, not the Sat. The Sat never changes. Sat is Sat. Sat is the sky, the space. And in space, everything is present, and that existence. That is what's called existence. The English word for Sat is existence. In that existence, into that existence, now you are injecting this awareness into your mind's eye, because what is seeing is actually the mind. That awareness is now injected into your mind's eye. And then what you do when you sleep, oh Lord, the tasks of this day, whose burden I placed on you this morning, are over. It was you who made me walk and talk and think and act. I therefore place at thy feet all my words, thoughts, and deeds. My task is done. Receive me. I am coming back to you. This is very powerful. This is very powerful. These two prayers. And then one exercise I do is I play the whole thing like a video every night. But my father told me to start writing daily every day, but I don't do that. Nowadays there is no time to sit, take a pen and write a diary. So mentally you go through that and then you play that and you offer it to Swami. See the magic happens. Sai Ram. What is it called? These are called under the prayers on the app.
Sai Rhythms.
In the Sai Rhythms, there is a app called Sai Rhythms. And under this app, you can actually look bhajans and put beautiful. This is an amazing app. Under you can read the thought for the day as Sai inspires. And you also go to prayers. Under prayers, you have 108 names and everything. And
Uncle, I have a question. Like when we are doing that night prayer and we say that you are the one who guided me throughout the day with my thoughts and actions, and something out of norm happens, I get angry or I yell at my kids and all that. But Swami is not, definitely did not guide me through. I mean, did not, is not the reason. It's my thing, right? I yelled at my kids.
but when you woke up in the morning, what you said? So you're not living by the prayer you did in the morning. When you woke up in the morning, what you said? Let my thoughts, words, and actions be done by you, not pure, done by you. There you are doing all those things. So if you have that awareness, you will notice that you will regret right after the anger. Oh, why did I get angry? And then you immediately seek forgiveness for that. And you close loop immediately. And it won't remain in the night. You won't carry it till the night. Yes. Okay, we should thank you for being patient and listening.
Any more things before we close?
I connected to Devi Matyam because Madhuri is there, Heather. I like to call you Heather.
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
I don't mind.
Yes.
Next week maybe we can discuss, and when we are talking about dream, right? So dream, because we see things, that's how the dreams are. But what about for the blind people? That we can continue.
No, it's a very simple question. Don't carry it until next week. No, eyes are not the only reason why dreams
all senses.
come.
All senses.
All senses and actually impressions. Yeah, those will carry.
Sivatam, I'm looking through that, trying to find that app, and I think I found the app, but I'm not seeing the prayers on it.
Okay, I'll send you the link.
Okay, thank you.
Huh?
Shekhar, can I just share what Swami told to Geetaram? It might be nice.
No, we're not discussing what Swami told to somebody else. We are talking about only our own experiences in study circle. Somebody else's experience.
Okay, got it.
Okay. Somebody else's experience with Swami is irrelevant to you. It's nice to listen and it's nice to recapitulate. You get a learning from it, etc. But I don't believe in this experiences sharing that applies to us, because Swami gives each individual in their own unique way the inner experience. Go for that. Don't try to imitate anybody. It is totally irrelevant. Don't try to become like somebody. Be yourself. Sorry, Kusuma, for cutting you off on that. Okay? Okay, let's close with Om and Krishna.
Sai Ram, everyone.
Shanti, Shanti, Shanti.
Jai Sai Ram.